Hi, everybody. So a couple things. One, I went to Portugal. It was very pretty, dude. So I can now talk about this because the event's over. And what are they gonna do? Not pay me? Dude, that whole thing was silly. I didn't get my flight info until the night before. Not a joke. So we were talking for a few months, and the guy said that they were opening an esports arena in Portugal. And I'm like, oh, sick. Okay, esports arena, like the company is opening something in Portugal. Awesome. I opened up the Vegas esports arena. I'd love to do it. So we talk a little bit more. He says, okay, you're gonna fly out Wednesday, fly back Saturday, do rehearsal day, and then work on Friday. I'm like, okay, sick. Then I don't hear anything for a couple months. And then he's like, okay, here's your flight info, and it has me leaving on Tuesday. And I'm like, hey, I can't leave on Tuesday. I have a sponsored stream, and I can't move it. I have to do this sponsored stream. It's the start of a big campaign. He's like, well, could you maybe move it? Because it would cost us like $3,000 to change your ticket. I'm like, I can't move it. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. And so they changed my flight. Not a big deal. It's fine. Whatever. But I got my flight info the day before I flew out. So I get there on Thursday, and I'm like, all right, what are we doing today? Because I heard that there was a rehearsal day, and I messaged the guy, and I'm like, hey, I'm here in Portugal. I'm going through customs. One, what's the deal for today? What's the schedule? And two, where do I find my shuttle? The guy responds back, oh, your shuttle's on the left. Doesn't tell me what I'm doing on Thursday. So I'm like, okay, I did nothing on Thursday. I found my shuttle. It was on the left. He was right. It was as I came out, my guy was on the left. It was on the left. So I did nothing on Thursday. I show up Friday. It turns out this is a metaverse Web3 virtual reality conference kind of deal. No idea. The esports arena is not esports arena. It is an esports arena that is held by a company. So a company builds an esports arena in their facility. And it's a really nice one. So they built this facility in there. I was like, oh, okay. And I heard a guy talk about owning property in the digital space. He's like, yeah, if I buy a beach house next to Young Thug in the metaverse, my value goes up. And I was like, he's spitting. So true. Anyway, I'm watching and I'm listening to this. I'm like, okay, I gotta go up. I didn't tell you guys this. I got flown out to Portugal for a best of 3. It was a best of 3 between Gluttony and Leo. They eventually did make it a best of 5. However, Leo and Gluto were playing for funsies, so it was 16 minutes. It was 16 minutes of work. It was insane. Leo did win, and then I went downtown to Portugal and I had a good time. Although, I found out that I needed a negative COVID test before I could get back into this country, and I had the most stressful travel experience I've ever had. Legitimately, one of the worst experiences of my life. They checked my passports 7 or 8 times. At what point, like, at the 6th one, am I gonna be like, ah, you got me. I don't have it anymore. They checked it so many times, dude. The whole thing was just a mess. But I'm home now. I'm happy. 8-hour flight. I did get to fly business back, which is sick. I walked around a lot. I didn't get to go to any beaches. I wanted to, but I didn't have the time. Didn't really get to do much, but I walked around downtown, which is nice. It's pretty down there. Bro, it's so cheap. I went to a really nice restaurant. That shit was, I got a steak. It was 10 euros, which is like $12 for a nice steak. What the fuck's going on in Portugal? It was so cheap. Yeah, Lisbon's great. I was in a really nice hotel. Hold on, let me show you where I stayed. Dude, I was here. It was so nice. For talking about video games, I was on the 11th floor. Like, I'm on the water. How did I get here? Like, what did I do? This is so bizarre. I'm flying business class, staying here, and I don't have a run of show. I could have been tricked. This could have been a hostile situation. This was my room, except I didn't have a king bed. I had 2 twins. Ah, here we go. This was what my room looked like. Shower all out. Ass all out in the room. Visible everywhere. This actually might be my room. This looks like my view. This looks like the 11th floor. It was very strange. Very nice hotel. Breakfast every morning. All this to talk about video games for 10 minutes. I got to talk with a few CSGO guys. Got to talk with Hugo and Moses. They were cool as shit. Love talking with those guys. They're awesome. Got to meet Shocks. Never met her before. She was great. Coney, all this and more is available if you start investing in NFTs. Dude, you should have seen the crowd there. So the crowd there was like, it was mostly like older business guys, I guess. Not old, but like, you know, we're talking like early 40s, late 30s. And like, they're being told about the metaverse and about esports and all this stuff. And I'm just like, it feels so web culture 101. It was really nice. It was great. It was an outdoor conference. Let me see if I can find a picture. Hold on. I found this site the day before I left. Check this out. Okay, so look at all these stars. Look at all these stars. See if one of them does not match the others. Did they just pull that from my stream? Everybody else is so esports, and I'm just, what am I doing? So this is the event. This is outside. This is in the arena. They had like a ribbon cutting set. Bro, the president of Portugal showed up. That's the president. What if Joe Biden said esports? And this is the arena. It's really nice. There's signs that say win it harder, stream it faster. This is the actual arena itself. It's got like 5v5 computer chairs and then these bleachers. And they've got other areas. One of them is the mobile area, which we'll see in a second. Bro, the mobile setup is so funny. They have all of these chairs set up and it looks like the lazy boy in your dad's study. Like all these players are going to be smoking a pipe and reading from a book. You know what I mean? Like, ah, yes, I believe I'll play some Clash of Clans. Something about these chairs kills me. These mobile setups are hilarious. There's a little thing here that charges them. Leo and Gluto play. They're in the other area, and Leo wins, and they conduct an interview. I was hoping they would have a shot of where we were. We were outside on the couch. By the way, this is so funny to me. They both get trophies, but Leo's is way bigger. It was bizarre. One of the weirdest trips I've ever taken in my life, and certainly the weirdest gig I've ever done. But it was my first time leaving the country other than Australia, so worth the experience. It's a fun story.